We're looking at homework 3.7. We're going to start off looking at problem number 3. I'm going to start in following order of operations. So I'm going to start inside the parentheses here, and we'll just concentrate on simplifying this expression for just a moment. So I need to factor 12x squared minus 17x plus 6, 4x minus 3, and 3x minus 2. Let me double check. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, and a negative 9. Okay, that works. And a negative 3 and a negative 2 does give me positive 6. So next, let's go ahead and factor this denominator. I need factors of 4 and factors of 6. That will give me 11 in the middle. So I'm going to try 4x and 1, and then a 2 and 3. So let's see here. 4 times 2 is negative 8. 3 times 1 is negative 3. I believe that gives me an 11 in the middle. And then a negative 3 and a negative 2 works out. I'm going to go ahead and keep this as division just for the purpose of our notes, and I need to factor the numerator and then factor the denominator. So just from this, I do have a few of my domain restrictions. I see, I'll write it up here, x can't equal 3/4, 2, negative 1. And one of these should be a negative, positive 1. I can reduce the 4x minus 3, and I now know that I need to go ahead and keep the first fraction the same, change the multiplication, division to multiplication, and then reciprocate. So I have nothing else in here that will simplify. So let's head back over and let's take care of what we had in our first fraction. So I see the denominator is a difference of squares. And the numerator here, 3x and x, let's do 1 and 2. So I need that to be a positive 1 in the middle and a negative. All right. Nothing there will simplify either. So I'm just going to bring it along in my next step, and I'm going to look back and see if the denominator here has any new domain restrictions. It looks like I need to add negative 2 to my list up above. Remember that this is really just one big fraction already, and so I'm dividing, so I want to keep my first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and then reciprocate. All right, so do we have anything new in our denominator? I believe that the only new thing will be it can't equal 2/3. So I know here I can simplify. Everything's factored, so I see an x minus 1 cancels, an x minus 2, an x plus 2, and a 3x minus 2. So I'm left with x minus 5 over x minus 1. Oh, I'm looking back really quickly. I think I forgot 5 in here. I think I forgot a 5 in that denominator. I think that covers it. All right. So the next one you guys asked about, I believe was number 6, but I'm going to pause the video and look at my Google form. So the next question you guys asked about is number 6. So number 6 is a subtracting problem. So we know that we want to factor in order to get a common denominator. And so the common denominator will be u plus 2, and u minus 2. In my first fraction, I just need to multiply numerator and denominator by u plus 2. So actually u plus 2 times 1 is just u plus 2. In my second fraction, I need to multiply it by u. I'm going to go ahead and change this to addition and then distribute that negative sign. And so I keep the common denominators and add or subtract the numerators, and you can see I end up with just 2 over u times u plus 2 times u minus 2. And if you're talking about restrictions on the variable, u cannot equal 0, negative 2, or positive 2.